What up, YouTube? We back in the garage. Today we're working on Project OBS again. We tackling the door cylinder locks today. Show you easy way to get the door cylinder locks off of 95 to 98 OBS trucks. Alright, so the only thing you're gonna need right now is a Torx bit and a 10mm socket. I think these are T30s, but I couldn't find my T30. Closest one I could find was a T27. So you take these three out, and then you got two more nuts we gotta take out, and I'll show them to you in a second. All right, take those, set them to the side. Now, all right, our first 10mm nut gonna be right here. Take this one out. All right, now your second 10mm bolt gonna be right inside of there. They short. It don't take much to get them off, and that one just fell down in there, but it's gonna be all right because I got a magnet. We'll get it out in a minute. All right, to get it off, you're just gonna pull it out, kind of wiggle the handle a little bit. You just want to get it. There you go, just like that. Now for this part, we're gonna need a small flathead screwdriver, small one like this, and a pair of needle nose pliers. And what you want to do is this handle right here, you can leave this one attached because this one operates the plunger down there. But this one right here on the back side, this one, you just want to take a screwdriver and kind of pry these clips off. But try not to mess these clips up too bad, because the ones that come with them, well, actually this clip right here don't come with the new locks. It's another set of clips that come with the new locks, and I didn't like how they worked, so I used the ones that came off of mine. See, that pin come right out. It's just a plunger. When you lift up, it pushes down on it. So you can leave that one attached. Just disconnect the other one that's attached right here. And like I was saying, the new cylinder lock, it comes with, my bad. The new cylinder lock, it comes with a brand new one of these clips right here, but it's not as sturdy. So what I'll do, I'll bend this little tab up right here. Try not to bend it up too much. Now I push this up, and I can take this backing off, and I'll put a new lock ring on it. Well, I'll put this back on it, but they give you new lock rings for the pin when it goes back through here. But I didn't like how they were too loose, so I just used the original one from right here and just used my my needle nose pliers and just snugged it back up, tightened it back down, and it held pretty good. So that's what I'm gonna do with this one. But actually, I'm gonna do it to show y'all, but these handles are gonna get replaced. I just realized today that they were broke because I had these on a set of spare doors. These are my spare doors that I'm putting on because of the original doors. They were dented up real bad around here, and these are in a little bit better shape, and the inner panels are better shape. But I'm gonna do this just to get to practice, and then I'm gonna take them back off whenever I order the door handles. I probably order door handles tomorrow or something. So I'm gonna go ahead and do it for practice and to show y'all. All right. All right. So let's see if I can get up under this. Let's see if I can pry it up just enough to get it past. No, not yet. All right, I got it. I think that's high enough. Yeah, that's high enough. All right. Pry it up. Push the pin up. Just wiggle it off of there. Hold on to that. Don't lose it. Now you come up under the bottom. Press that. And the lock slide out. A lot of people think that you got to take the inner door panels off to do this, but you don't. All right, now you want to take this clip off of the old one. Sit the old one to the side, throw it away, whatever you want to do. Put that clip on the new one. And you want to take this little lock ring or snap ring, whatever you want to call it. Slide it down over that. Make sure all of that stuff flat, because it's got a little groove it's got to catch once it's seated all the way. All right, once everything's seated, push it down. All right. Now what you want to do, just line that up. I went a little too far with it. Bring it over just a little bit more. All right. Now it's lined up. Just need to push this tab. Push this tab into that little hole that's right there. It don't really look like that hole showing up on the camera too well, but there's a little hole back here. And push that tab down in there. All right, now that you got that secured, you want to take your handle back. Make sure you line your key lock up. See that little pin on the bottom? You want to slide it back into there, just like that. It's gonna lock in place. All right, once it's in place, you can get ready to start putting this stuff back together. Now, this rod, it's a little hole that sits down right below this pin. You're gonna insert this in there, and then you're gonna pull this pin back up and pull this pin up, and you're gonna lock it back in there right here. You can push it through right here and then clamp down on it. Make it a little bit easier if you use a flashlight too, that way you can see pretty good. All right, got the first one in. Need to pull up. Now the flashlight actually in my way, but I don't need it now. Need to pull up on it. Snap your pin in. Take your pliers, go up behind it. And try to tighten down on that clamp as much as you can. Which on the other, I already did the other side. What I did, I tightened it up before I put it back in. So I was able to get it a little bit more snug, but this one right here is working pretty good too. All right, now you just want to kind of, you might have to put it at an angle, Pay attention to your rod. Make sure the rod don't come out. It's still in there. So you just want to go in at an angle. Want to get it up. Push it back. Push the top in first. Kind of work it a little bit. You got to get that bottom with a cylinder at to work in there. Sometimes it's a little bit easier. Sometimes it's a little bit harder. First one went in a little bit easier. Sometimes you just gotta sit there and play with it for a minute. Okay, I know what I did differently. When I went to put it back, dang, it came out the clip. When I went to put it back in, yeah, let's take it back. Let's take it back off. Cause that came off too easy. I'm gonna tighten this clip up some more. There we go. I'm gonna tighten this clip up some more before I put it back in there, cause I didn't like how easy it just came off, even though I was struggling a little bit. But what I was finna say was, on the first side, what I did was, the reason why I was having problems with it getting in just then is because this was on the bottom and this was catching right here. So what I did on the first one is, when I went to put it back in, I reached over and I pulled the latch up a little bit higher, and that got that lip up over there, over this door, and that's what let it drop down in there a whole lot easier. But I forgot just then, just that fast I forgot. So let's try it again. All right. Drop this back down in there. All right. Grab the pin, pull it up. All right, I got it back in. Got it snapped back in. Reach around here on the side of the door. Try to catch that latch a little bit. Try to work that top in. There we go. Now it's in there. All we gotta do is tighten it down. All right, I got everything bolted down. Two other things that make this job a little bit easier. Flashlight, so you can shine it in there so you can see that hole, the bolt hole on this side, and this magnet. Because if you drop that bolt that's inside of here, you can, I guess you could, some people may be able to reach their hand in there, but it's a whole lot easier to stick that magnet in there and pull it out. But yeah, use both of these too in the process. All right, let's see how it's working. It's working. All right, that's the end of this video. Like, comment, subscribe.